All right, man. Appreciate everybody for checking in. Goodfellas Sports TV. We get into a hip hop one-on-one stream. You can check out the playlist. This will be, I believe, the fourth episode we have done. I've probably done way more than that, but I have deleted. I've deleted the original playlist, and now I'm coming back with a brand new playlist. But we on episode number 4. Best way to help the channel out is make sure you share the videos and subscribe, hit the thumbs up button, and the topics we're gonna talk about today in episode number 4 is Boosie saying that the non-trays are basically soft if they don't, 6ix9ine don't get touched. Also, we had young rapper Lil TJay from the South Bronx kind of use another female rapper. She rapping out of Atlanta, but she from like Kentucky, Rubi Rose. He flued her out and refused to flew her back out, and she called the ops. She called the cops on him. So talk about that, and also the update with 3 6 Mafia and Bone Thugs. So before we get into it, make sure you can follow us on social media. All the links is in every video that I do, from Facebook, Instagram to Twitter. If it's a social media account that you think I should have, hit me up. Twitter is always open. It's the fastest way. Facebook, Instagram, I'm always sitting on them. So hit me up if you got business question, inquiry, sponsorship, video request, or you just want to chop it up. Want to make a donation, Cash App, PayPal, always there. Best way to donate is just to share the video out, because YouTube don't send my notifications out. So for whatever reason that is, sharing is caring around here. And other than that, don't forget, if you want to sponsor on the channel, I got a few black businesses that I do sponsor with, open to all businesses. But hit me up for some rates. You can check out the Health Blaze. They have 100% organic, all natural products. Soaps, lotions, foot soaks, bath bombs, you name it, they got it. Lip balm, 100% all organic, black owned business. Check them out. Cool brother. Use the promo code Goodfellow Unboxing. Instantly get 18% off. They use PayPal, debit card, the whole 9. Check them out. See on the phone. You can check out our other sponsors, Cell Phone Buyers Recyclers. They want to buy your cell phones, no matter if they broke, cracked, chipped, whatever. Hit that number up on the screen, or you can check out their social media, their website. It's in the description. They want to buy your phone, so we here, man. So shout out to Renardo, Benjamin Folks, salute. So let's talk about Boosie. I seen the interview yesterday. I wanted to save it for Hip Hop 101 stream, and I'm probably gonna start doing more entertainment streams, more current news streams. So I'm kind of gonna switch it up, man. So I have days for everything. Once everything go back to normal with the world, I have certain days for certain streams, and I have a wild card day for additional stream depending on what's going on in the world. So I have a day for current news, what's going on as far as the COVID, as far as what's going on with Joe Biden. I might do that tomorrow. Hip hop, what's ever going on with hip hop. I do boxing, basketball, football, college football as they come. And by the way, don't forget to check out my other channel, Motor City Sports Talk, predominantly everything Detroit, from sports, news, and everything else. So if you like the Motor City, you like the state of Michigan, Michigan State football, basketball, Red Wings, Tigers, basketball, Pistons, football, I got you. So, but yeah, it's all about Boosie, man. And basically, we know Boosie certified. We know he with all the shit, and what he said is true. That's the thing about being in the streets. LA 12 salute. A lot of people gotta know if they street compatible, because you gotta not only make the tough decision, but you gotta make if somebody run off with your bag, or somebody even short you $5, and people in the street know they can get away with it. What's stopping somebody from short you for 20, 1,000, or 5,000? So it's principalities to this smoky. You know what I'm saying? So if people know that 6ix9ine can run off and do what he did to them and snitch, and you got other people he snitched on, like Jim Jones. He lied and snitched on Cardi B. If he can go around here and snitch and do what he did and nothing happened to him, then the stock of the gang go down. That's anybody in the street. The reason why the mobsters and all them dudes were John Gotti, and no matter who your neighborhood dope dealer was, the reason why they was respected was they was cutthroat. That's what it was. They was cutthroat. You knew not to take from Bumpy Johnson. You knew not to take from Frank Lucas. You knew it was consequences and repercussions to this. And that's the first thing about being a drug dealer, is that you got to be prepared to put in work when it need to be put in work. You can't just say, oh, I'm going to let that slide, I can get it back. and everybody just let you see this dude slide, you gotta look at the movie that was based off real fucking events. Remember In Too Deep? And the reason he ruled the streets of what was it, Cincinnati with an iron fist is because he know you give a nigga an inch, a nigga gonna take a mile, and that's a fact. That's without street shit. You know, with 6ix9ine going around being able to yap, no matter what day and age it is, that gang is still a gang, or they still known as the former 9 Trey Bloods in the penitentiary. So if they see a little yellow, whatever he is, Mexican running around holding his nuts out here recording, you know, music videos in his backyard, and New York still showing them love, and 9 Treys ain't gonna do nothing, and they don't do nothing. Every day in the penitentiary, every day whoever street soldiers or foot soldiers they got left in the street, they stop, take a dive. Now, should they be methodical on how they get them? Absolutely. Patience is a virtue. But Boosie just speaking facts. People in the street, they don't think with patience. They don't think logical when somebody run off with 3 or 4 birds or whatever. Ricky, salute. They think with anger. They think with they fucking money first and they head second. It ain't been too many methodical movers, you know, in the streets. You know, it's been so many people that just want to, put his head on a motherfucking platter. That's real fear. And there's been people behind the penitentiaries that still control the streets. So it ain't no reason why this dude didn't get touched. This dude, you know, when this dude was in population, remember he was in population for a minute. And he was scared to stay in population, or maybe it was a false report. But as soon as he was in population, he was supposed to get got. You know what I'm saying? With the quarantine, I get it. New York is bad because everything is tucked in tight. But as soon as this shit break, and soon as New York, and he start traveling to Cali and all this, it ain't gonna look good because he went to Cali. They almost put a bullet in his head. Remember he did the did the little video shoot with Nicki Minaj, and they shot through the window. Remember he was at an airport, was that in LA too? And they pressed him and they was about to fight you. So at the end of the day, every day, whatever Boosie saying, it's facts. It's streets 101. Every day this nigga roll around here and don't get touched, they look bad. He say, hold on. He said an individual that was on death row wanted some other dudes to be in the same situation he was in. Man, Boosie need to sit down. At the end of the day, he was on death row and didn't snitch. Let that sink in for a minute. They already fucked up. What are you talking about? They already got astronomical numbers. With the COVID-19 going around in the prison system, shit, they can die any day now. Depending on how old they is. Don't forget staph infection goes through the prison system. How motherfuckers looking at it like Dre Berry looking at it, and salute to him, is a 9 to 5 nigga. That's how you looking at it. A 9 to 5 nigga like, oh man, I ain't trying to get no more years on my life. Niggas from the street don't think like that, bro. They don't. In that situation, snitches get stitches. Ain't that, you know, ain't that the mantra? Boosie just speaking facts. Like, nigga, y'all some hoes if y'all let this nigga take y'all whole operation down and he don't get touched. How many niggas in the hood then really, you got these dudes talking about running off with the bag, ran off on the plug. How many niggas you know ran off on the plug, or on the real plug and leave to talk about it? Not no middleman, not Daryl on the corner selling weed. How many actual niggas live to rap about running off on the plug? None. They life is already gone, bro. You looking at it from a 9 to 5 nigga aspect. I get this shit every day when we talk about this shit. When I talk about this shit on social media. Oh, if they fuck my girl, I would have did this too. I would have ratted too. And I look at niggas like that, like, that's why I never did nothing in the streets. Because who can you really trust? You can't even send a nigga to the store and give him $2 and say, I'm bring your change back for a 50-cent bag of chips. You can't look at it from that aspect. Your life is already thrown away. Them niggas got 10, 20 years. They may not even live there to see that long. Boosie is speaking from a nigga that's in the street. That's where he's speaking from. Strictly no other point. If you conduct that business in the street like that, somebody take the bag and run off on you. Or somebody is snitching the crew, you say, oh, just let him run off. Just let him run off. That ain't how it work, bro. That ain't how it work. The streets don't do shit for me. That's you. You talking from Dre Berry's standpoint of view. That's you. That's you. You can't speak from Boosie's standpoint of view. And a nigga who could have easily snitched and got off death row. You can say fuck the streets, whatever. You don't have niggas kill me. Niggas like y'all that's 9 to 5 niggas is trying to act like that shit work on the street. It don't. It don't. If you choose not to sell drugs, me and you both. Me and you both. I get it. We could have went down that road. I could have went down that road. I didn't. I understood. It can't be trusted. Y'all trying to act like, oh, you throw your... Nigga, these niggas is a gang. This not a LLC. This not a corporation. It's not that, bro. He's speaking, if that was me, he said, if that was my homeboys, this what I would have done. You can't get mad at a nigga's opinion. This subjective too. You can approach this 7 different ways. You can say, oh, fuck it, man. I just want to come home to my kids after this. Cool. You can say, you know what? I'm going to wait till his fire go down and he ain't got shit. We going to get him down the line. That's cool. You can say all the way together, hey, fuck it, bro. I ain't even fucking with cuz no more. He got it. You saying some dumb nigga. So, nigga, you talking about a gang, nigga. A gang. What name? All right, what I'm trying to give you an example, bro. If you ever watched The Wire, right? What happened when a nigga looked like he snitched? I'm just going to use this as an example. What happened when somebody looked like they snitched? Even if they didn't snitch, they killed them. They killed them. Nigga, I can't explain this no more, bro. I can't explain it no more. Because it's always a nigga want to come in here and fuck the stream up with a dumb nigga logic. This is a dumb nigga logic in the street. A nigga snitch on you, he run off with the bag. Oh, just let him go. Just let him go. What this nigga Boosie is saying, if this was me, this is what the nigga is saying. If this was me and this was my crew and a nigga snitched on my niggas, I handle it. I handle it. But how we get in the chat, it's a bunch of 9 to 5 niggas right now. It's a bunch of niggas that niggas that may have been knuckleheads that changed their life around. I get it. You thinking with your brain. These niggas don't think with their brain. These niggas don't think with their brain. They don't. They think with their money. They think with their emotions. They think with their heart. It's a fact. It's a fact. If you came with that motherfucking approach in the street, bro, motherfucker, you wouldn't have no money left. Nigga would have been ran up on you, took all your work, took all your hookers, you wouldn't have shit in the street left. That's why the nigga from Harlem didn't succeed in the streets, AZ. He tried to put everybody on and be a nice dude. Oh no, we ain't gonna hit back at him. He didn't understand what Rico in the movie was telling him. Like, no, you can't let that slide, OG. Can't do it. Can't do it. So, if they want to continue to be a gang, and they probably is a gang in the prison system. Yeah, they beat up Shotty. They mess up. If they want to continue, he's still about that. Oh, it's Trey way, nigga. We don't bend, we don't break, we don't fold. He's still screaming that shit in there. They still a gang in there. At the end of the day, every day this nigga on TV talking reckless, rapping that shit, and he don't get touched, it look bad. Same thing with the whole New York. You know what I'm saying? Frank Lucas, he snitched. Nicky Barnes, he snitched. Al Pope, he snitched. You know what I'm saying? 50 Cent, he was a snitch. I don't care what none of you niggas say, 50 was a snitch. So is this what y'all want to be represented as a city that allows snitches to come back and prosper? Hey, if 6ix9ine is a nigga that continue to prosper and he snitch and he still eating He don't get touched, and he won't be the first nigga. He probably won't be the 155th motherfucker in New York. But like I said, if this was a brother, some dark skinned nigga that snitched on him, I guarantee you he would be dead before he made it back home. He would have been dead before he made it back home. They always letting these little white boys and Mexicans infiltrate their gang, and don't nothing happen to them. It's a fact. Don't get it twisted all the time. If they touch him, the Fed. At the end of the day, they already done. They already fried. Murder Mook got 13 years. Shotty got years. Can't remember what he got. Or Mel got years. Mook got years. Whoever all these, they got years, dude. You talking about some 30, 40-year-old men that got decades. Ain't no logic in the street, bro. Niggas ain't thinking, oh man, we kill this nigga, we gotta let him slide. Like I said, you can't articulate with niggas that ain't trying to understand where you come from. He been a federal snitch. It ain't shit new. When them niggas at Cali, when these niggas in Cali shot at him, he been working with the feds. It ain't nothing new, bro. Don't be fucking ignorant not to believe all of a sudden when this case came down, he just started working with the feds. Come on, man. You got to be stupid. Everybody and their mama that knew anything, any nigga that thought, oh, he real, he a real dude, and he this, that, and the third. Man, this nigga was recording them robbing stores, robbing people. He recorded everything they did. Who doing a robbery? Who robbing somebody on the street and your homeboy standing in the passenger seat outside the door recording it? Come on, anybody. He looked like a rat. He smelled like a rat. He felt like a rat. Come on. Well, he's federal property. It's been a lot of motherfuckers in the feds that got. That been federal property. And he had the audacity to say fuck house, not house arrest, but fuck witness protection. Come on, man. Fuck up out of here. It's principles to this shit. Unless they gonna come out of jail and open up a candy store or open up a non-profit about telling kids to stay on the same track, my guess is them same niggas that went to jail, they gonna do the same shit when they come out. Oh, I'm gonna be a better man. That's all they know. So they just supposed to let old boy slide, huh? That's what Trey Barrier do. They just let old boy slide, huh? Hold his nuts on the crew. Man, you ain't gonna come back in the streets and get no respect. None. If Rayful Edmonds can sell dope behind the fucking penitentiary walls, if Griselda Blanca can still have niggas 30 years later scared of her, and y'all was some street niggas, I ain't trying to hear that shit, man. I ain't trying to hear that shit. Niggas in the hood act like they the most scariest, treacherous niggas out there. But of course he gonna have #1 hits. Of course. Because niggas ain't built like they used to be built. He gonna get that. He gonna prosper. He gonna have #1 hits. He gonna flake out in the hip hop community. It's gonna love him. The streets have became a myth. But niggas don't buy records. The white people buy the records. Don't get it twisted. When Biggie and Pac was going platinum, that wasn't niggas making them go platinum. White people buy records. Eminem, why is Eminem one of the highest selling fucking rap acts? Cause white people buy his shit. The kids that you speak on, them motherfuckers they ain't never seen the gutter. They ain't never seen the slums. I had never heard a 6ix9ine fucking track till I went to Brooklyn. On God. Never heard this track played in the streets. I could open my window right now if YouTube wasn't so anal on fucking music playing in the background. You wouldn't hear 6ix9ine record. You wouldn't hear a lot of these niggas rap records. Detroit got its own little music little vibe. The streets here don't fuck with Eminem. The streets here didn't fuck with Tekashi 6ix9ine. So the people you talking about, the 9 to 5 niggas, of course, the suburban dudes who live in a nice, the nice little house, of course they buy us, right? That's common fucking sense. They gonna buy it. That's common sense. So don't give me the shit that, the brother's still gonna buy his shit. Yeah, some black kids will, but the majority of his record sales buys, 80% of them gonna come from motherfuckers outside of the inner city. And I'm speaking facts. Yeah, Detroit ain't got rats. What you talking about, LaPorte? Detroit ain't got rats. Nigga, we ain't got as many rats as New York. Even per percentage. Even per percentage. You can go back to Eddie Jackson. Didn't rat. Died. In the whole, what's the name of that fuck? New Jack City? That shit was based off a nigga from Detroit. The Chamber Brothers. He didn't rat. He back on the streets again. He didn't rat. We can get Maserati Rick didn't rat. They might have fucked each other bitches and double crossed each other. But you got guys like Hitman Boom? Yeah, he ratted. Could a 9 to 5 dude understand why Hitman Boom ratted? Absolutely. They killed his brother. But you talking about rats that's able to come back and prosper. We ain't got that shit. We ain't got that shit. Ain't a rat in the street was ratting back in the day and came back and did that shit. Yeah, they from Arkansas, but they was from Detroit. They was born in Arkansas and they moved to Detroit. Ain't no rat ever came back like Alpo, like 50 Cent. Fuck up out of here. Hell no. Ain't no known rat came back here and started selling dope again. No. 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 Nope, you ain't gonna put that on us. Peasy didn't rat. I forgot what that nigga said. He told on, he said Dirk for sure did that shit. He didn't fucking rat. Every dope boy in New York is a snitch. I mean, you can say it. I mean, who else? AZ snitched as well. He testified against Calvin, that whatever the dude real name that robbed him. He back again. The dude that robbed him, he called into the shows all the time. He said it was some niggas in YBI that told you talking about Hitman Boom, bro. I know exactly who you talking about. And I guarantee you, them very same niggas that told he ain't in the game no more. And then again, he almost beat Butterbean with his bare hands. He almost beat Butterbean to a pulp. He almost killed Butterbean with his white boy Rick wasn't from no where he at? Where he at? Where white boy Rick at? Where he at? Boy, Troy Ave didn't prosper. I don't even know that whole situation with him that went down. I forget who concert it was. I was following the story, but I really didn't follow the story. But of course, you didn't know how no niggas that came back here that ratted and prospered. Hell no. Only reason white boy Rick didn't come back because he started telling on politicians. But that nigga wasn't from no hood. Nigga was an informant to begin with. Niggas be killing me. You talking about Hitman Boom. I know exactly what you talking about. If they wanted to, they can easy kill that nigga. He broken up. But all I'm saying is this. You ain't had no niggas like that. Freeway Ricky Ross, he did his time. He ain't snitched. And then the other dude, I like his channel too, Brian Glaze. He snitched on his dead homies. You know? That's a fact. You can keep going all day, all night. New York is known for dudes being able to come back, snitch, and come back and still prosper. That's just the culture about New York. And it's a big city. No, I just said he didn't rap. What are you talking about? I just said Freeway Rick Ross is another nigga that didn't rap. You see how dudes listen to, they hear what they want to hear? I said Brian Glaze, after that, was another nigga from New York that ratted on his dead homies. That's a fact. He ratted on his dead homies. Go watch the Vlad TV. He just did a 10-part series on him not too long ago. And he asked him, he was like, well, Freeway Rick Ross said he beat the case and he didn't rat. He said, well, that's him. He said, but I tell you this, ain't nobody ever came back and said I told on them. Because they always did. But at the end of the day, guarantee you, if 6ix9ine was a brother, they would have been killed him by now. That's all motherfuckers is concerned about. Maybe they get him down the road, maybe they don't. But shit like that comes around and it goes around. But Boosie is speaking from his point of view. Oh, I'd have had that nigga took out the game. How can you get mad at that? How? If a nigga killed your brother, right? If a nigga killed your brother, right? Ain't you gonna kill him? Huh? If a nigga killed your brother, he killed your son, he killed your mother, what you gonna do? Turn to the Bible and pray on it? Fuck up out of here. You see all them white motherfuckers that was at down in Lansing, Michigan, that was protesting at the door, that was protesting with guns at the state capitol? They teach the white people to get shit done. They teach us to pray on it. That's the difference. And I'm gonna touch on that before the night is over with. At the end of the day, some motherfuckers need death to be wished upon them. Some motherfuckers do some unspeakable shit. That's the Christianity that they taught niggas in America. That's it. Them white people don't have no remorse for killing that kid, that dude down there in Dallas. George Zimmerman don't have no remorse for taking Trayvon Martin out. He probably wished death on them before he put the burner to his head. Some people deserve to die. No, some people deserve to die. Some people deserve to die, and that's just what it is. Some people do the unthinkable, they deserve to die. Fuck that turn other cheek shit. An eye for an eye. Real talk. And it's just the hardcore truth. You know? And I'm just keeping it 100. And some people may agree with me, they may disagree with me. But I'm not saying that 6ix9ine deserved. That's Boosie's standpoint of view. I can just say, you know what? I'm a guy that's objective. You know what? I can see it from his point of view. You know what? 6ix9ine might have a point. You know what? Shotty might have a point. You know what? What would God think about this? What would the judge think about this? I'm objective. I don't see one thing as it is. And once more people start to open their mind up to shit like that, the Bible might not be right. The judicial system might not be right. It ain't just a right and a wrong answer. It's never a right and a wrong answer unless you're doing math or you're doing multiple choice. When you're in the real world, there can be two rights. There can be two villains. There can be two heroes. It all depends on how you look at it. It depends how you look at it. Everybody want to say, oh, I'm right, you wrong. No, y'all both can be right. With Boosie saying, like, hey man, me personally, how can I disagree with what Boosie saying? How? He just took the whole crew down. Come on. How can I disagree with Trey saying, hey, you know what? It's stupid to throw your life away. Well, if I'm Shotty, I'm still stuck in jail. If I'm male, I'm still stuck in jail. That's how you gotta look at it. He said I stay in Florida, Sumter, 24 minutes from where Zimmerman stay, and every other day a dude gets shot, killed, but he still walk around here like I said before. They don't hear what I'm saying though, bro. They don't hear what I'm saying. They always let these motherfucking whites and the other infiltrate the hip hop culture, and all they do is exploit it. All they do is continue to exploit it. Nobody care though. Nobody care that Eminem had a couple racist songs. Black girls ain't. Nobody cares. Now if it was a black guy like Lil Nas X trying to get into country music, what country music say? Oh no, nigga, you're not gonna come in here with your old hippity doopity doppity country hip hop slang. Oh no, you're not gonna be considered country. Black people can never do that. They can never do that. They can never say, you know what? Oh, this little dude, Post Malone. I don't like Post Malone music. I'm never gonna fake the funk. He got some good music. But they never gonna band their arms together, and we never can make a decision on nothing. Oh, Post Malone can't get in hip hop. All of a sudden, you gonna hear a motherfucker like Big Daddy Kane. Oh, I don't see the issue with him being in hip hop. We can never move in unison. If they say, "Oh, Black America move to the left," oh, what's wrong with the right? My right, I move better with my right than my left. That's why they'll be able to forever exploit the hip hop culture. Who make more money off rap or off the hip hop culture, from our movies, from R&B to rap to the designers to all that? Not black people. Not black people. We don't make shit. They ain't touched that man Zimmerman. They didn't. With all these cameras going around here, unless he was in prison, nobody on the streets touched that man. And won't. They won't. But with 6ix9ine, I mean, hip hop is gonna forever be like that. They gonna be able to let whoever come and go as they please. But you try to take your black ass to rock, something that black people invented, you can't get in. Right? You try to take your ass to country, they gonna reject you like Dikembe Mutombo, like they did Lil Nas X. Only genre you can jump in and jump out of is pop. Let that sink in for a minute. New York backed 6ix9ine before they backed Casanova 2 times. Sound exactly the same to me. But they backed him. He even shot at the nigga in the Barclays Center. This dude's from Brooklyn. Brooklyn say, no, we gonna let the little yellow motherfucker in with the Fruity Loops hair. Can't make it up. Can't make it up. Can't. They could have easily backed Casanova. And if they backed Casanova, gave him the production, gave him the street credibility that he already apparently had, they'd still be on the street right now. Well, apparently if the dude Chris never snitched on, there's another Mexican that snitched on. There's 2 Mexicans that snitched on him. But everybody going, okay, oh, just let him slide. Or that's black people mentality right there. But had that been a nigga, they gotta kill him. They gotta maim him. They gotta do him like God did homeboy on In Too Deep and take a pool table and shove it up his asshole. Just tell you what it is. Just telling you what it is. We'll let white people slide all day. We'll let Mexicans slide all day. But you can't go to certain parts of you can't go to East LA. Hell no. You can't just walk through Mexico and think everything all right. But you let these niggas walk in your hood every day. It's a fact. The hip hop community is open. It's an open community. You ever been on Facebook and ran a group? You can make it public where anybody can see what you're saying, even if they're a member or non-member. That's the hip hop community. It's a public. It's open. You can come and go as you please. They let Miley Cyrus come in and use Mike Will Made It and throw him to the side. They let Eminem come in and use motherfucking Dr. Dre. The Beastie Boys, they was dope. They got it in. MC Search was another dude who got it in. He might have been the one white boy that actually bought something valid to the hip hop community. Vanilla Ice didn't bring shit. MC Search gave the gift to Nas. People forget that. They don't talk about MC Search though. What other white? I mean, who did Eminem give you? Before I switch over to the TJay and Ruby Rose. Who did Eminem give you? Royce the 5'9", he really ain't commercial. I like Royce. D12 back in the hood, probably selling hash. You know, people say, oh, 50. Tip my hat off to that one. What would he really give you? Nobody. Nobody. And y'all still call BS the feds would be on their ass, bro. Man, I ain't trying to hear that, bro. Federal informants get killed every day, B. Federal informants get killed every day. That's a difference. That's why the motherfucking cartels looked at us harder. They looked at harder than these brothers now today. Cartel don't care if you got a motherfucking I'm a federal informant or I'm a federal protection. They come kill you regardless. Regardless. He been a federal snitch. This ain't nothing new. It ain't nothing new. Ain't nothing new. Ain't nothing new. Everybody go, oh, you know, hey, they can't do this to him and they can't do that to him. Okay. If Suge Knight can get put to fucking sleep on these streets, so can 6ix9ine. So can 6ix9ine, man. But people gonna live in their own motherfucking fantasy world. Black people will continue to forgive and continue to let people in and out of the hip-hop community. You know. Meanwhile, we can't go and come in country. We can't go and come to rock. Well, you know, we can't go and come to a lot of different genres. Even shit that we created like rock and country, we can't come and go to that. I mean, you can't even say brothers created martial arts. It started in Africa. I believe Egypt to be exact. We create it. They take it. We create it again. They take it. We create it again. And they continue to take. When is we going to sit there and have some fucking balls? Just a whole bunch of apologists. I can throw some simple shit out here. And I can play an Eminem record and say, and with his voice on there, and say some racist shit. And I'm going to get 30 different fucking answers in the chat. From 30 different black people. Or at least 5 different answers. Oh, that's not his voice. Well, I really don't care. He apologized about that. Don't matter. Man, federal witnesses, they didn't use them and chew them out plenty of times. Plenty of times federal witnesses been chewed and used out. If they really wanted revenge, you can touch anybody. The feds can't protect you 24/7. He do a 30. He come back and they open the stadiums up for fans. He do a 30 show tour. They can't protect him 24/7. They can't. They can't. That's why they offered him witness protection. He said no. They didn't use him. They can never reuse 6ix9ine again. They can never recycle and use him again. They can never plant him in another gang and use him again. He will never be trusted again. They don't need him no more, bro. Mark my words. Mark my words. They don't need that kid no more. He been working with him since day one. Why you think Chief Keef and them ain't never touched him? Say what you want to say about Chicago. They smart. But if he was a nigga, he'd have been touched. I'm telling you. Y'all niggas don't think oh, you lying, bro. If he was black, if Zimmerman was black, they would have dealt with him. Mark my words. If Zimmerman was black, if 6ix9ine was black, he wouldn't have a career. He wouldn't be able to come back to the streets. That's just what it is. Y'all see how they was hugging Amber Geiger? You killed his fucking... You killed a son, a brother, an uncle, a cousin. And they hugging and fixing her hair. You can't make this up, bro. This is why I don't really like to talk about this shit. This is why I can't. Because you gonna get some niggas that's just gonna, oh, fuck that. Because when you sit there and a brother robs somebody for an iPhone, or you kill a nigga that owe you $1, or you kill a nigga over a chick, you willing to throw your life, you throwing your life away regardless. Come on, man. Shit crazy. Niggas throw their life away every day over something pointless. Pointless. Stealing somebody's rims and get popped. I done seen it all. Throwing your life away, you know, making a drug run and ain't got no money to bail out. Oh, nobody's gonna throw their life away. Niggas throw their life away every day. For the right price. If they have money, for the right price, somebody take that kid out the game. Just to secure a college fund for their daughter. I see it all the time. Please believe me, if this was some Griselda Blanca, some Mexican cartel, they didn't give a shit about that. They'd have had this nigga head on top of the on top of the fucking Statue of Liberty, bro. In rotation, just spinning on top of the flame. Give a fuck about no federal protection with that motherfucker. Real gangsters don't care about that shit. Real killers don't care about that. Griselda Blanca was in Miami, and she was beefing with who is it, Pablo? They shooting out. They having a shootout at the mall. They shooting it out in the middle of the mall, bruh. That's gangster. But y'all listen to these dudes talking about I'm gangster. You know, everywhere I go, I keep that tool on me. You know, we a pop that gun. And everybody quick to co-sign these niggas as being gangsters. Oh, yeah. I went to school with some dudes that was from Miami. Oh, Rick Ross really getting them things. You know? Rick Ross really got him 15-5. You know what I'm saying? Niggas a whole fraud, bruh. You know, we quick to co-sign the fakers. Shit crazy, though. But they ain't ready for what I'm saying. He said, when they infiltrate, guess what? If someone else gonna snitch. Oh, it's gonna be somebody that's gonna snitch. You know? They didn't need nothing but the two Mexicans to snitch. The dude that was providing the drugs and 6ix9ine. That's it. 6ix9ine, they didn't even need 6ix9ine. 6ix9ine was just the cherry on top. You know, but hey, guess what? That is what it is. Let's talk about the little TJay situation, man, with Ruby Rose. And she is a looker. You know, she done dated 21. It's Travis Scott. I think Playboy Cardi fired a gun at her. She talked about that on Vlad TV. She don't look like she sound as a rapper, though. I will say that. Lil TJay, he from the South Bronx. He sound like Ace Boogie, you know what I'm saying? His music is listenable, if that's a word. You know, he sound like Ace Boogie, and maybe that's the sound of the Bronx. I remember at one point, the Bronx had a certain sound, you know what I'm saying? I remember New York had a certain sound. And the only thing that sound like New York that's still, you know, pretty much relevant is them dudes out of Buffalo. Griselda, they the ones that sound like New York. But other than that, you know, you don't really have that MOP, or you don't really have that New York sound no more. I would say that probably died with 50 Ja. You know, people say, well, Jadakiss still around, and South P. Well, you know, they kind of from another era. So, you know, and for people who pure rap artists, and there ain't a lot of people that's pure rap or pure hip hop. You expect New York to sound like how it always sound, Brooklyn to sound like Brooklyn, you know, Harlem, Uptown Manhattan to sound like Harlem, Bronx to sound like the Bronx. You know, you expect to hear a certain New York sound. You just Mobb Deep, Lil Kim, Biggie, Big Pun, Big L, Fat Joe. You can keep going on and on. But, you know, when I first heard Designer, I'm like, damn, you know what I'm saying? I thought that was Future. Dave East is one of them. He do sound like New York, but the whole situation, you know, he flew her out. You know, he refused. I'm just saying, the little nigga from the Bronx, he 19, I think. She 21. So he didn't flew her out, right? Probably, you know, promised her a good time, spent some money. She an Instagram model too, so he flew her out, and she live in Atlanta, I believe. She even go to Georgia State. He flew her out. He flew her out. She called the cops on him because he refused to fly her back out. So she got flued out, but she didn't get flew back out. So he recorded the whole situation, you know, and, you know, put her on blast. She responded, and she said she got to hold this L, and that's respectable. You know, anybody that can hold that L, man, they got my respect. Ain't no excuses, ain't no Ain't no whole, traumatic experience or no sob story. She held her L. You know what I'm saying? But then she said she just didn't want to spend her money to fly back home, and she flashed her blue faces on social media. So she did still try to save face, but you dealing with a 19-year-old kid. I done some shit when I was 19, 18, 17, 16 that I ain't proud of. I was 20-something years old. I made a chick walk from Linden and Evergreen all the way back to Joy Road in fucking Evergreen. That's a nice little walk. Do I regret doing it? Absolutely. That was just me being childish and immature. And, at the end of the day, you can't look at TJay as a full-grown dude. He did it for the clout. He did it to get his subs up. He did it to get his numbers up. Was she sitting there looking stupid? Why would you call the cops? If you had the money, just fly yourself back out, go get you a room, and fly yourself back out to whatever. But, the way she looks, she can have got somebody way better. She should have got somebody way better that's fucking with real money. It's a lot of unknown dudes who got probably more money than Kid got. It's a lot of simpletons in rap that rap about, tricking that probably would have flew her back. All she had to do was call another nigga, hey, fly me back. So, the whole situation was childish. It was so 2020. But she'll live and learn. I mean, a lot of girls out there make stupid decisions. He gonna look back at that and maybe down the road he may apologize to her as he mature. But, at the end of the day, long as he smashed, it's his birthday too. Birthday weekend, so he flew her out for the birthday. He probably smashed and, kept it moving. But, a lot of girls make a lot of mistakes young and wrong. It happens. But that's why they be so cold hearted, so hurt towards the end. You know what I'm saying? And for him, he's she 21. You talking to a 19-year-old or a kid that just turned 20, whatever it is. What you expect? Don't you expect to get a two-way ticket? You know what I'm saying? When I'm flying somewhere, dog, unless I'm flying on my flight privileges, man, I'm expecting to get a two-way ticket. I ain't going nowhere on the one-way ticket unless I'm staying. If I gotta get that two-way ticket, business class where I can flex the days where I can leave out and not really have to pay a fee, then I'll do that. But she should have made them pay for both ways out. But when you notice too with girls, they tend, the guys they choose to tend to begin with don't be really good decisions. He put the video out the next day in the bed with the bit. Yeah, he did. And she still had to fly home, I think. She said, I could have flew myself home. So he was just doing it for clout. But a lot of girls tend to make bad decisions early on. And a lot of dudes tend to they get that one chick that hurt their heart. She only take one time for a dude. When a chick play a dude one time, he gonna be hurt. And then he gonna try to dog the next 20 chicks he talk to. Girl get played, she get played again, played again, played again, played again, played again, played again. And then after a while, then she put this defense mechanism up and it's like, hey, I'm done. Now you really gotta work for the box. You gotta work to get my heart. You gotta take care of my 6 kids, Mookie Max, Mook, and baby Mookie Jr. So, you just gotta learn the game. You know what I'm saying? You can treat a good girl good, and she just don't know what good is. She wanna run with a trifling nigga. That's just what it is. She young, she dumb. He young, he dumb. They'll look back at this, as a learning lesson. But, for future references, flued out yourself. Flued in and flued out. The next nigga that flew you in and flew you out, I'm gonna give her some advice right here, right? Have that nigga give you the cash app you the flued out money. If you don't want a two-way ticket, fly you out and then you want the money to get flown back to where you going to. Or get you a two-way ticket. It's a simple fix. And if he ain't got the money to fly you there and fly you back out, then you don't need to be going. Straight up and down. She looked too good for that bullshit. It's some fucking white billionaire that'll take care of her forever. You know what I'm saying? But hey, it is what it is. She done been through some traumatic experiences already. Playboy Cardi fired off on her. That's some crazy shit, man. Real talk. I ain't never heard no shit like that. He fired a gun off her. But these kids be high. They be doing a lot of dumb shit, man. So you fly hoe out is what that not paying for. Yeah, exactly. You playing for the box. That's easy. You fly her in, you flying out, but everybody pay for the box. That's a fact. You know what I'm saying? That's a fact, man. Everybody, some people directly pay for the box, some people indirectly pay for the box. Well, I ain't never paid for no, man. If you put $5 in your tank to go get a chick, you pay for the box. You broke bread with her, you split a bottle of Ciroc or Douce with her, you paid for the box. You bought her a McChicken, you paid for the box. However you look at it, you take her on a date. Even a lot of niggas' wives, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You pay for the first date, or you bought her an Uber, you bought her a Lyft, you paid for the box. So that's just an immature way of looking at things. Eventually, we all pay for it. Some people smarter than others. Some people might say, I'm just gonna pay the bitch 40 off rip. All right, some people do it that way. Some people might think she wifey material and find out that she just a thought. Some of us lucky, and we get the right one, but everybody pay for the box. You know what I'm saying? That's like when you were 16 or 15 and people saying, "Oh, you ate the pussy, you eat pussy," and I ain't eat no pussy. When you get older, now everybody eat the pussy. Come on, everybody eat the box. Now I ain't just eat no hooker box. You know what I'm saying? That just ain't me. I ain't eat no average, Jane, box. But everybody pay for the box. That's a young man's mindset. Everybody pay for that shit, man. Some people say I had a dude I work with. He would just have a chick. He would just pay the chicks off rip. He would pay him like extra. I don't know how much extra he would pay him to hit raw. That shit was crazy. And this dude would be on WebMD, searching all these different STDs he had, and he had a whole girl at home with kids. You can't make this up, dog. You can't make it up. You can't make this up. But as we all get older, what you find out is this. The reason you see, and I'll just get this gang real quick and I'll move on to 3-6 and bomb. The reason you see older women, you might see a chick that for a MILF, she might be a 9 as a MILF, and she dating a dude that's a 4 or 5 that she never would have gave no play to when her box was popping like that. It's because as women get older, they want niggas to be their daddies. Getting popped off it falls down the requirement scale. Getting popped off used to be number 1, a nigga that can hit it, eat it right. Now on a priority scale, it's like number 5. Because now they want somebody that's gonna pay the bills, pay their car note, take care of the kids they had by some other nigga. And there's niggas out there that do it every day. Real talk. Brittany wouldn't have gave you no play in 2006 when y'all graduated. Now it's 2020, 2 kids, 3 kids later, baby daddy in jail, you know what I'm saying? Or he ain't paying no child support. He don't want to be in junior life, in little junior S life. Now she wants you to pick up the slack. It's dudes out there every day like that, bro. What E40 call them? Captain Save a Hoe Mine. And for them, it's just about, I got the bread now. I got the car now. Just putting the chick on my arm now. And that's what it is. He said, flex rated, excuse me. He said, I'd rather wait and hold on to my seat until I find the right woman. Everybody don't think like that, though. That's crazy. When we young, you just trying to, you just playing Russian roulette with your penis. A lot of dudes like the dude that played for the Seahawks, the little Tyler Lockett, he's a virgin. He said he's saving himself for his fiance, his girlfriend. I ain't mad at it, because a lot of dudes that have made babies, and when you make babies with different women, you create a lot of different problems, man. And that's the sad thing about it, man. But people thinking like that, man, it's good to hold on to wait to have kids. Is unprotected sex better than safe sex? Absolutely. But safe sex only lasts for so long, and the bad chick you with become a bad problem, a bad issue. You try to make her into a housewife, and she don't cook, she don't clean, she don't know how to wash clothes. So you gotta watch. As a man, your priorities change too. They do. chicks really be mad you don't want to take care of someone else's kids. Like, what the hell you thinking? I mean, you know what it is when you messing with a woman like that. You know, my girl got somebody else's kid, but our situation is totally different. You know, but everybody got different standards. I'm not mad at you. Not mad at you. But she wants you to take care of everything. You know, it's a lot of women that want you to take care of they don't want to meet you in the middle of the road for shit. Salute. That's why I salute your channel. You bring the facts with the big head instead of the little one. So, yeah, man. I mean, it depends. Everybody different, bro. I ain't gonna tell you not to go out there and date single women. I'm not gonna say do a whole stream on why not to date single women. Hell no. I'm not trying to sway nobody's opinion. All I'm trying to do on my platform is get my opinion. You know, it's no right, it's no wrong. If you give me a whole motherfucking premise statement on why you don't date, that's you. I get it. I get it, bro. I ain't knocking. If you tell me, why you should do it, I ain't knocking. Every situation is different. You might meet the perfect woman and she perfect. She cooks, she clean. She don't, I don't really smoke, so I ain't a smoker. I don't drink that much. I don't party that much. You know, it's work. Keep the channel up and, spend time with my family. That's it. You know, make sure the dog's good. And, I spend time with my dogs before I, spend time with niggas I used to be in the street with. You know, I ain't really hung out with niggas since my 26th birthday. I'm 31. So I don't do those things no more. Can I, every now and again, do I think about it? Absolutely. But sitting here watching sports and, I got my house almost the way I want it, I'm cool. You know what I'm saying? I just choose not to do those things no more. Because I done had close calls. I done been stuck up. I done been down, at a club in my car battery or my starter fuck up. I done been, with a car full of dudes and, we get to the spot with some chicks and niggas start acting different. And like I said before, I done been there and done that. Without mind just going to the bar having a drink, cool. But I done did all that shit before. That's it. But you never know. The right woman, you can't limit yourself, the right woman may be, somebody you never imagined you being with. That's why I really don't hate on interracial dating. I mean, that's your prerogative to do what you want to do on that. Because if you just looking at strict light-skinned girls or strict dark-skinned girls, maybe your soulmate is a white girl, a mixed girl, an Indian girl. You fucking never know. It's all about you. What you like, what you require. I just don't like the baby mama situation where we creating so many different baby mamas. We need to be able to, stick with one woman when you're ready to, but that's a whole different other point. But yeah, Bone Thugs and 3-6 Mafia, they doing it. They canceled it. Obviously I wasn't in the loop this morning. When I was riding around with the dogs, I wasn't in the loop. And I was like, damn, I hadn't heard nothing about it, right? I'm riding, I'm thinking about it in the morning. I said, damn, I wonder who won. So I get up in the morning, I cut a few videos as I do. I've been taking a break from cutting them the night before. So I've been cutting them in the morning. I go to my car because 1, the dog's up, 2, everybody fucking sleep. Alright, so I gotta kinda get my basement the way I want it. We had cleaned it this weekend, but really I'm not trying to buy or order non-essential products when people, need order. So I had a basement set up and I do something with the green screen eventually. But I had a basement set up. I got to get me a new door put up because the babies will be coming back. I'm going to put some posters and shit up. So I'm going to have a nice little setup. So me and the Lion Killer, we've been talking about, setups and stuff of that nature. He way in front of me, but it won't take me long to put my posters and get my conference table and get my big screen put back up down there. So it won't take me long at all. So once we do that, I'll hire an editor in Goodfellas Sports TV 2.0. Check that channel out. I'll be up and running over there, and I'll find me a female host, and we'll do things over there. But yeah, with 3-6 Mafia and Bone, I was looking this morning. I was driving and shit. I'm like, damn. I wonder who won. I didn't hear nobody talking about it on social media. So when I sat down at home, man, and I was like, let me check it out, and I found the channel. And he screen recorded DJ Pauly saying that, they wasn't gonna do it, and Swiss Beats hit him up saying that they should do it on Versus. So he was saying it was a benefit to do it on Versus, and it was a better platform. And my whole thing is, how is Versus a platform? How's it a better platform? I mean, do they promote it, better? Because it's just two motherfuckers going on Instagram Live on somebody else's page. I know they posted, they pinned a link onto the comment section, say this is a Versus battle. So I don't understand the benefit of a Versus battle, rather than them doing it on their own. So I guess Swiss Beats and Timberland, they send out a motherfucking email or a mass message, or they promote it, and they get a lot of people to watch it because they done broke Tory Lane's Instagram streaming record as well too. And I was thinking, he says a better platform is gonna be promoted better. So, Swiss and Timberland talked DJ Pauly and Crazy Bone into doing it that way, and people forget that Bone Thugs and 3 6 Mafia had beef. I forgot that. It was said that Bone Thugs had dissed 3 6 Mafia on Notorious Thugs. You know what I'm saying, with Biggie Smalls, Notorious B.I.G. And they had sent a subliminal shot at 3 6 Mafia. Now, obviously they older now, man. This is kind of what I tell you about, about women. People older now. They able to squash that shit. If Ghostface and some of the people at, Bone Thugs and Harmony, if they seen each other, it'd be all love. They was all young and knuckleheads. East Coast, West Coast beef was popping back then when Ghostface hopped in the motherfucking ninja outfit, got the swords, and tried to get Flesh and Bone ass. Check out my hip hood stories, man. I did a video on it this year. And, so this is a little bit different, with them kicking it off with rap. Because I'm excited about it. I love the producer battles. I love the idea of Erykah Badu and Jill Scott. I will be watching that live, God willing. So I like the idea of Bone and 3 6 Mafia. I'm tired of seeing friends battle themselves. I think Alchemist and Havoc supposed to be battling. Havoc is one half of Mobb Deep, rest in peace to Prodigy, and Alchemist. I'm pretty sure if you're a hip hop head, you know who Alchemist is. Great producer in his own right. But I like the situations where the contrast in rap. I don't want to see New York artists and New York producers go at it. It's cool, but it kind of takes the competition edge off of it. I kind of want to see Quick and Pete Rock, or I want to see, Jazzy Faye and, somebody from New York, like, I'm trying to think of another producer, like Alchemist. I would love to see Havoc and Dash go at it. I kind of like that different dynamic, you know what I'm saying? But with 3 6 Mafia and Bone Thugs, that's a beautiful chaos right there, because just two different genres of rap. It's different genres in rap. You got crunk, you got the Midwest, kamikaze, Twista, Eminem style. I mean, down south, you got their old little slang. People always seen 3 6 Mafia as not being a lyrical group, but they lyrical to motherfuckers in the south. 8 Ball, MJG, and they lyrical to people in the south. And they own kings in the south. You know what I'm saying? All those rap groups and Gotti and Cole and Big Crit, they kings in the south. The slang, New York never tried to understand. They never tried to understand what they was rapping about in Cali. They really never tried to understand what they was rapping about in Michigan and Ohio. And, what I'm saying? They barely respect the Philadelphia rappers, and it's a lot of great Philly rappers. So, I think it's a great mix. I'm a huge 3 6 Mafia fan, huge Bone Thugs Harmony fan. Obviously, Bone Thugs probably had more smash #1 hits, but 3 6 had the club on lock. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you kind of branch out to Project Pack and some of the independent things that Juicy J was doing as well too. Kind of when he hooked up with Wiz Khalifa and some of the shit that he had banging with them, they kind of branched off really good and tear the club up. I mean, you got a lot of different shit from them, man. I'm just twisting my body, sipping on some scissor. Like, you got a lot of classical street shit from 3 6 Mafia. Like, when you talk about some street shit, bro, they produce their own music. Twisted Mystical, that'd be a good one, too. Twisted just got out of jail. They call me Lord Infamous, but you can call me Scarecrow. They just have some great shit, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's really no winner or loser to me. They just have some shit. 3 6 Mafia make you want to fight. And they, to me, I always like the Memphis rap scene. I used to go to Memphis like 5 times a year. I always love the Memphis rap scene. You know, all with barbecue and rap. I like the rap scene today. You know, Yo Gotti, Dolph. You know, Moneybag Yo, I like him. So you talking about three Bone Thugs, man? Whew, they had some shit. They had some shit. You know, first of the month, that's something I still play on the first of the month. It's just today, I gotta play it in the ride today. You know, that's one of the, you know, Crossroads, Red Rum. You know, they just had a different feel. Then, you know, they just had different styles. Then they branched off, and you had Busy, who had the song on Next Friday. You know, don't forget Busy had it was called Friday. You know. Then you had Crazy Bone, he had the one with Ice Cube. That's still my shit. I was playing that shit the other day. You know. Crazy Bone and Ice Cube. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was, you know, so Bone and did they thing. Buddha Lovers. Shit, they did their thing. So it's a nice little mix. It's nice to kind of bury the hatchet. Oh, Kai Shine, look at my shoes, look at my dreads. All they say is wow. Hey man, I was banging this shit though. Wow, that shit they still be playing that shit at Memphis basketball games. So crispy, I'm so crispy. Hey man, that was like 09, bro. 10, bro. Yeah, dog. Yeah, I told you, man. I listened to I was huge in I was never boxed in on one type of rap. You know what I'm saying? I was huge into every rap scene. I was knowing, you know, Houston rappers before they popped. I was listening to Lil Flip before he popped. You know, I was listening to Lil Troy. You remember you had a kid from Florida, Bizzle. You know, when I used to go to Florida, a lot of Atlanta rappers. Remember J Money, first name. That shit used to have a club banger. Young LA, Dro. I seen all them perform in Atlanta or Montgomery or Birmingham or Mobile. Mobile. I mean, give me a minute. Yeah, I was kind of huge into that rap scene, bro. Huge. I choose. Yeah, that was a Project Pat beat. I choose you. Yeah, they repackaged that beat. So I was just huge. I always loved Ludacris. I mean, T.I., Jeezy. That was kind of one of my favorite eras in rap, man. They Rick Ross, all when they was dropping their first few projects, that was some crazy shit right there. Port of Miami, that was on replay. New York City. You know, even Jeezy come shot with me, Came Band, Stillman, Trap or Die. Then you got to T.I. I'm Serious was my shit too. You can't go to Atlanta and party and not hear Dope Boys. Can't go there. Like, I'm very well versed into Southern rap. I love East Coast rap. You know what I'm saying? The only song I really hated was The Quiet Storm because they played that shit every day for a school year straight. I would get drove to school and they would play that shit every fucking day. Every day, man, for real. He said when T.I. took over Atlanta, what a time to be alive. It was just great music coming. I mean, Gucci, man, we can't leave him out there. Don't forget the Hot Boys and Master P had, you know, the late 90s, the 90s P, and then Birdman and them took up the behind 99 and 2000. You know, that was a great time, man. The South, man, they didn't get the respect that they deserve, but now they gotta respect them now. Gotta respect them because they, you know, the Young Thugs and you know, all these dudes influencing how Future is one of the most influential rappers out there. Everybody kind of biting off what he done. When 50 Cent destroyed the camaraderie of New York, that allowed the South to take over. When you had Wayne doing this thing. Wayne was an integral part. He really he was the most influential for this era. Then I would say Future. Yeah, Wayne. You know, even though Gilly was writing a lot of his raps, you know what I'm saying? But Wayne, you know what I'm saying? Wayne, you know, Party Like a Rock Star. You know, he really took that rock star mentality. I thought when they got away from the Ed Hardy situation, you know, the jeans and shit, it would go away. And then, you know, it just came back. You know, Redman and Ludacris would be a good one. Yeah, I love Muddy Waters. That's what happened. All these Lil Uzi verse, when Wayne started piercing his hair, piercing his lip, and riding on the skateboard, everybody was talking about Lupe Fiasco. Everybody was talking about Lupe Fiasco, and him kick with his kick push shit, but they allowed Wayne to come in with his skateboard and do some crazy shit. Wayne a motherfucking lie. You know what I'm saying? Gilly wrote from him. That's how you could tell. It's a whole video on it. Just put Gilly and Lil Wayne and it should come out. Yeah. Can't believe the shit these dudes say. Yeah, he had writers, bro. Gilly, Gilly was saying, when I got there it was what he say? He was like wobbly, drop it like it's hot. That's before I got there. When I got there, it was like fucking with the bull. The bull is that's what they say in Philly. You know what I'm saying? Don't say no bull in motherfucking New Orleans. Yeah, Lil Wayne he got writers too. Kanye got a hell of a lot of writers. That's why his sound changed so much. Rhyme Fest, he actually beat Eminem in a battle. He wrote for Kanye. Jesus Walks is actually his song. Kanye just remixed it. And then they said Travis Scott, Kid Cudi was writing for him. And you know what I'm saying? That's why Kanye West's sound switched so much. Same thing with Drake. Drake is able to stay relevant because he got so many writers and his sound changes so much. It's a fact. People don't want to accept it for what I'm saying, but it's a fact. It's a lot of producers that don't produce the beats that they say they produce. But I'm not going to get it. Any questions hip-hop related? You know what I'm saying? Like Jim Jones, man. I think Max B was writing for him. Jim Jones ain't no writer. Not certain dudes that I know that don't write that write their own shit like Future. Can't nobody fucking write shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Future done wrote songs for people too, but Young Thug ain't nobody writing that shit. You know what I'm saying? Certain people shit, you like, oh, ain't nobody write that. That's his style right there, man. But that's just what it is, man. A lot of dudes had help writing. You could just tell the difference from Lil Wayne and slow down, me, you know how slow. You can just tell the different sound, bro. The way they just sound different. Motherfuckers' sound don't change that drastic, and the slang they using, bro. But everybody want to live in fantasy land. Did you listen to the Fred the God said? No, I didn't. I heard him freestyle before. I wasn't. He was from the Bronx, right? Yeah, I haven't listened to him. I heard him rap before. I'm assuming from what I heard, he sounded like New York, the old New York. Chief Nita had a big influence on Chief Keef. Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. That whole drill scene and him and who was their producer name that been doing crazy over the internet the last few weeks. They did, man. They did. Chief Keef, he was sick. It's hard to believe this dude like 21, 22, 23 years old. Lollipop fucked the game up. It ain't been right since. And that dude died. OD'd off drugs. The lollipop. Johnny wanna die. Finals in the club. Johnny wanna come. I bought that shit too, man. I bought that Wayne CD because 1 and 2 was crack. That one I couldn't fuck with, but it had a lot of fucking commercial bangers. A milli. A milli. People bit Big Sean style so hard when he first came out. Yeah, Big Sean had nice style, nice wordplay. It was, he did Detroit proud with his lyricism. A lot of shit he say go, but lyricism is just not a it's not an emphasis on it like it used to be. Nobody cares, like he was saying about Dre was saying about 6ix9ine. Nobody cares that he's a snitch. Nobody cares that you don't write your own bars no more. Nobody cares if your titties is fake, your ass is fake. It's the era of being artificial. If you thorough and you speaking real shit, you ain't gonna pop. If you a lyricist, they gonna say you born. That's just what it's about. Yeah, the Trey mixtape, that's my shit. How I feel, how I motherfucking feel. I had that shit, bro. That True Religion was dope by 2 Chainz and that one by Big Sean. But people don't care about lyricism no more. They don't care about real. You know, bitch, when the niggas want to say, oh, this bitch fake, man. She had a fake ass, fake titties, fake face, fake ass eyelashes, you know, shit, fake fingernails and tips and shit, fake lips, you know. At the end of the day, just give me one real chick that's real all the way around. I could take you know, and that's authentic. I could take it, but it's just a generation of being fake. Everything is fake. Kanye is another nigga that didn't write his own shit. He's a rap deuce. He the same thing as Swiss Beats, P. Diddy, Dr. Dre. His whole career is just as fake as Drake's career, and that's a fact. He ain't no motherfucking lyricist neither. He'll never sit at my table. He'll never be there with Jada, Tupac, Biggie, Pun, L. I mean, X, Fabulous, Jay-Z, Nas. He couldn't sit at that table. You know what I'm saying? He want to fake like he a great rapper. No, you just a nigga that stole other niggas' songs. He used Kid Cudi, kicked him to the side. Used Rhymefest, kicked him to the side. Used Travis Scott, kicked him to the side. That's it. Just use Drake for a couple songs, kick him to the side. Same thing with Kanye. He take whole songs and rap, but niggas don't care. But they want to turn around and, you know, stop acting fake. Niggas acting fake. But niggas, your favorite rappers taking people whole songs. Ain't no difference. Go look up the originals, Rhymefest Jesus Walks. He took the nigga whole song. And don't forget he took You Can't Tell Me Nothing. That was Jeezy's song. That was Jeezy shit. And Kanye didn't return his verse in time to make it over the recession. So Jeezy just let him have the beat, and he kind of retooled Toomp beat, and he turned it to You Can't Tell Me Nothing. That's why Jeezy motherfucking ad-libs was on the song. He stole the whole song from Jeezy. Jeezy just said, fuck it, take it. He didn't return that verse on purpose, bro. So that was a whole song that was took off the recession that Kanye got the key. I'm telling you, bro, nobody want to believe me. Yeah, Consequence too. He used to be with the Tribe Called Quest. Consequence was dope. You know what I'm saying? Just, you know, he just stuck as being a ghostwriter. Kanye puts his ghostwriter in his song, at least he give him credit for that. He got to. Consequence was going on Grammy night. That shit was dope. He used to be going. I mean, he came around with Q-Tip and Phife Dawg. So you had to spit rolling with the Tribe. You know, like I said, I mean, I love 90s rap. I try to be open-minded to this rap. You know, my girl be trying to get me to hang around her friends and shit. Like, I don't be wanting to hang around motherfuckers like that because I don't even really hang around people that's on my level as far as how I think and what I listen to and what I consume. You know what I'm saying? I don't listen to Lil Baby, bro. It ain't nothing that no diss to NBA YoungBoy, but it's nothing that he can tell me. It's nothing I can take from his music. I'm not in the club. You know, I don't smoke. I'm not a heavy drinker, so it's really nothing like if I'm in a club. Of course, everything sounds better in the club, but I'm not doing that. If I dim going to a club out of a bar, probably gonna be in a bar where they playing more old shit. As long as I got a nice beat to it, they look exactly. You know, that could be. I done seen, like, I'm gonna end on this one. He said Consequence wrote for Phife Dawg. I did not know that, but you can say I forgot what I was about to say. He said a new Drake mixtape, Light Work. He said that there was a lot of songs he had just lying around that leaked on SoundCloud. So I don't think that's a real shit. But oh yeah, I was gonna say this, like the Lil Nas X song, right? You know, where he was talking about I'm a ride till I can't ride. I told my girl, I said he talking about riding a dick. No, he not. No, he not. He don't. And I'm like, he talking about some gay shit. All right. I called it. I listened to the song, and when you really woke, or you really in tune with music and what you watching, when you really can the song when it slow down for you, and you can start to piece the shit together, what he's saying, you can start to comprehend what he's saying. I could tell that was a homosexual song. That was a subliminal homosexual song that went over everybody's head. And all it's doing is embedding in your kid's head to keep riding that dick, man. I'm telling you. I already know what it was. Nobody wanted to believe me. Then this nigga comes out the closet and everybody looking stupid. It's like listening to Frank Ocean. You know? When Frank Ocean came out the closet, I knew a few niggas that couldn't listen to that song no more. I can't remember the name of that song was. It's all different. When he was in and said Rango on my booty, I knew it was, I mean, all that shit. All that shit. You gotta watch to what your kids listen to and what they watch. And I be trying to tell people that, bro. When you woke, you woke. You know? But any questions? I could take a few. I gotta clean my car out. Miles got fur all over my car. It's shedding season. This nigga shed like when the seasons change from cold to hot. Oh, this nigga get the shedding. He get the shedding. Let me go clean my car out before I leave. Appreciate y'all, man. Share the videos. Don't forget to check out the Hip Hop 101 playlist. Appreciate that love, man. We out.